Brett, the Tigers come in looking for their 200th career win under Coach Baglio. Big game for Independence.
Absolutely, Jeff. And it's also a big game for Sumner as well because they're on a 3-game slide right now. If they can maybe manage the clock a little bit, keep from making those mental mistakes, they'll be okay tonight.
Yeah, and Sumner's coming off of 3 straight losses, and this would be a great way to get their confidence back up to beat the #1 rated team in Class 1A on the road.
Absolutely. As you know, last week they lost to Parkview 46-0, and Independence beat Kentwood last week 33-12. That's going to be an interesting ball game tonight here in Independence.
Should be an interesting one. We talked about Jarvis Dunn last week for Independence. He had a bunch of yards rushing, scored 4 touchdowns, and really has been key to this the running game of the Tigers behind the big offensive line.
Absolutely. Last week he had 21 carries for 108 yards and 4 touchdowns. He has 502 yards rushing on the year and 9 touchdowns to go with that.
Unbelievable. And, of course, Dustin Signorelli, what can you say? And their defense. Independence's defense stepped up last week against Kentwood in their 33-12 win. Picked up some big interceptions to really clinch that game. Here we go. About ready to kick it off. And the Cowboys will kick it to Independence. Back to receive for the Tigers is number 2, Jarvis Dunn. Takes it out to the 20. Still on his feet. And he's dragged down about the 40-yard line, so a good return by Jarvis Dunn, the senior, who has really been playing very well the last several weeks, and he takes the Tigers down to the 40-yard line to open up their opening drive of the ball game from Independence, Louisiana.
Play by number 50, Justin Roberts.
This week, Independence again comes in undefeated at 4-0 and rated #1 in the country, or excuse me, in the state in 3A, and this team has just been very impressive. We expect them to be very solid this year, and their first 4 games, they've been just that.
Well, they've looked pretty good so far in their 4 games, Jeff. One thing no one really mentions is their defense. The defense is probably up there in the top in 3A class right now.
I'd like to thank our sponsors who helped bring this game to you. Red Pest Control Company. For over 50 years, Red Pest Control Company has exterminated South Louisiana. If you need their assistance, call them at 345-6680. Red Pest Control. They're good for what's bugging you. Chuck's Field of Dreams in Times Square behind Papa John's and across from the Department of Motor Vehicles. Full line of sports cards, large selection of Pokemon, a lot of LSU stuff. Go over and see Chuck at Chuck's Field of Dreams at 543-0200. You can call him on the phone. And Chuck has everything. He has Pete Maravich cards. I mean, every type of LSU memorabilia you'd like, they've got at Chuck's Field of Dreams. Here we go. First down and 10 balls at the 39-yard line. Signorelli under center with a man in the backfield. That's Williams. He rolls to his right. And there's the catch for the Tigers down the sideline, number 37. And he's knocked out of bounds. Ryan LeBlanc with a beautiful pickup down the sideline. And first play, Signorelli comes out with a throw.
Number 28, Drew Holland.
Good call on the first play of the game. Usually you'll expect Independence to kind of run it to begin with. Nice play by the offensive coordinator right there. Number 37, Ryan LeBlanc's kind of slipping by some people right there, going down the sideline for a nice gain.
Freddie Baglio. Please vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31. A vote for me is a vote for the people. Independence Board of Aldermen on October 7th, number 31, Freddie Baglio. And Brenda Bro, State Rep, District 62, New Leadership for Better Louisiana. Vote number 12, Brenda Bro. Also, Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape and you'd like a family atmosphere, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 386-8507. You can call them on the phone or see them at 1330 Highway 51, right down from North Oaks Hospital. Well, there was a penalty on that play by the Tigers.
There was a clipping after the run, so they're going to tack on 15 yards after where the ball was fired. So you're going to look at second and 2. No, they switched it to 1st and 2 again.
After the penalty, 1st and 2.
Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing. For all of your car care needs, stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrence, and Roy Vincent will give you the best service around. Call him at 748-8532. Here we go. Signorelli drops back, goes deep down the field, and it's incomplete. He was looking for number 21 down the field, Landry Richardson, but a little overthrown.
Well, it looked like Richardson slowed up on that play, because if he would have kept going, Signorelli probably could have hit him stride for stride, but there was also good coverage right there by number 5, Kendrick Clay.
Nice tight spiral on that pass by Signorelli. He showed you right there. He has the arm strength to throw it downfield when he has to.
And 1.
Coming soon, Petito's makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. That's Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito. Here we go. It brings up 2nd and 2 for the Tigers. Signorelli under center, 2 backs in the backfield. A receiver split to either side. Signorelli takes it up the middle.
Signorelli
Picks up some yards.
gain of 5.
Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a home and you have some financial constraints, hey, don't worry. Call Rabondo Builders at 375-2077 today. That's 375-2077 today, and that's for Bondo Builders.
That last play right there, Signorelli sneaking it up behind number 66, Barry Whitmore, the big offensive lineman who goes at 300 pounds, picking up the first down for the Independence Tigers.
First and 10, Signorelli hands it up the middle and doesn't get a whole lot. That was Gerald Williams on the carry, but the Sumner defense, we saw Sumner, Brett, a few weeks back against LaRondre, and they lost that game 21-14, but they played a good football game. Their defense, their front four, their interior defense is pretty solid.
The defense is absolutely solid. You said it, Jeff. Right there on the tag was number 73, John Broussard. Found a little gap to penetrate right there. Nailing number 31, Gerald Williams, for a little loss on a play.
2nd and 9 for the Tiger offense. Signorelli has his offense to the line. He's got two backs in the backfield. That's Williams and Dunn, and two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Now Williams bouncing around left. They pitch it out to the left to Dunn. Finds a little room, but it's brought down at about the near the 40-yard line, about the 35, or 40, about the
pickup of about
3-yard pickup. Not much, but Jarvis dancing his way through the
Miller on the tackle.
defense of Sumner. He really has great footwork for a small back.
Well, one thing about Jarvis Dunn, he's a scat bag. This guy can run north to south. He can run east to west. It doesn't matter. Plus, he's a guy who can slip the first tackle or break a tackle too, get an extra 5 yards on the carry.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Dunn in the backfield. They hand it to him. He goes around the left side. Huge hole for Jarvis Dunn. There he is in the open field, down the sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Another great run by Jarvis Dunn. Wow.
Well, you can thank two people on that. You can thank number 21, Landry Richardson, for providing the block on the outside, and number 64, Aaron List, providing the block downfield, kind of opening that gap right there for Jarvis Dunn to run through.
Yeah, his offensive line is solid. It really helps you out when you're back. And like you said, he had some great blocks there. It brings up first down for the Tigers to get a 26-yard gain on that Dunn run. The ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. They hand it to Williams. He bounces it outside, but he's finally slung back by the big number 50 of Sumner.
That was Justin Roberts on the tackle for Sumner. Good pursuit by him. Looked like Williams was going to slip the tackle, but number 50 stayed on him right there.
We'll bring up 2nd and 9.
We said earlier in the pregame, we'll say it again tonight, Sumner's going to have to be able to score some points tonight if they want to win this game. But the key is the second half, because most teams really wear out in the second half against this huge team of Independence, and that's the key. If they're in good shape physically, they're going to have to bring it all in the second half. Signorelli rolls to his left, got some time. Wide open man in the flat, that's Williams, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Easy as that. Signorelli to Gerald Williams, touchdown.
Good play for Signorelli to find number 31, Gerald Williams. He just slipped out of the backfield. No one picked him up, and it's touchdown Independence.
13-yard touchdown from Dustin Signorelli to Gerald Williams, and just as you saw it, it looks pretty easy when the Tigers run their offense like they can run it.
And to take the point out there, number 64, Aaron Lipp.
It's up and it's good. Aaron Lips nails the extra point, and with 8:54 remaining first quarter, your score, Independence 7, Sumner 0. Brett, that drive was orchestrated on several nice passes by Dustin Signorelli. He usually doesn't come out and throw that early, but he decided to throw a couple passes early on, and it looked sharp.
Well, give credit to the offensive coordinator calling some excellent calls right there. Like I said earlier, Jeff, you usually expect Independence to throw all the time, but coming out passing early in this ball game, it looked like Signorelli was sharp, so expect him to do a lot more passing this game.
I think the Independence coaching staff knows that when they get to the end of the season, especially when they play at Amite on the 27th of October, and even into the playoffs, they're going to have to be able to throw the ball too, and they want to get Dustin ready. He looked very good on a couple passes there, and the Tigers will kick it off to Sumner, who has their hands full tonight against a very good Independence team. They're on the road, and like we said, they need a confidence builder, and this is a tough test tonight against the Tigers.
In the kickoff for the Tigers, number 64, Aaron Lipp. Deep to receive for the Cowboys, number 21, Danson Clay. Number 3, Sean Smith. Clay on the return.
Clay brings it out for Sumner. He's a good return man. And he fights his way across the 30. to about the 31-yard line.
Brought down by number 87, Kenny Galadona.
Danson Clay will do a lot for this Sumner ball club. He can catch out of the backfield. He can run out of the backfield. He returns kicks. He's a very talented player to watch for the Cowboys, along with Kendrick Clay and, of course, quarterback Jeff Stokes and the big defense for Sumner. You saw number 50 earlier, Justin Roberts. He's a very strong defensive end at 6'2". And he made a nice tackle earlier. Here we go. First down for the Cowboys. Stokes under center, 2 backs in the backfield. And they go to number 3. That's Sean Smith. He breaks a tackle down the sideline, and Sean Smith continues to run as he's pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. I hate to forget Sean Smith because he's another fine player. Great back, and he showed you on that run. He's got some skills. We saw him against LaRonger. Very talented multi-purpose back that can really make people miss.
At their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 for the Cowboys. Stokes has it to Big Blades, number 44. He continues to pound forward, but there was a whistle on that play. They picked up 4 yards on the run by Jesse Blades. 2nd and 8 for Sumner. We talked about Sean Smith. Now we can talk about Jesse Blades, big fullback, and he really complements Smith well. 2nd and 8, Stokes under center, 2 backs in the backfield. That's Clay and Banks. 2 receivers to the far side. They hand it around the left side. He slips. That's number 21, Clay.
21, Danson Clay.
Lost his footwork on that. Just holding his foot. He went out from under him there, and he lost it, but he could have had a nice gainer on that left side.
Jeff, in order for Sumner to have a chance on that, they're going to have good play from quarterback Jeff Stokes and also running back Jesse Blades for Sumner to even have a chance. And they're also going to have to get some good push from the offensive line as well to blow up those defensive linemen from the Independence Tigers.
3rd and 9 for the Cowboys.
3rd and 9, Stokes under center. 3 men in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side. Stokes fakes, now pitches out the last second to Clay, and there he goes, running down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 45. We saw that against LaRonger. Jeff Stokes really runs that play well. At the last second, he pitches it out to a back coming around the left side.
Number 4, Darnell Key.
Well, that was a good read by Jeff Stokes. You're really selling the pitch right there, waiting for the guy to pursue to him, pitch it out there to the running back for a nice gain of about 9.5 yards. You're looking at 4th and short for the Sumner Cowboys. And when you're 1 and 3, Jeff, you can usually expect Sumner to go for it in this situation.
Brings up 4th down, 1 yard to go for the Cowboy offense. An important drive as they're going to have to match this Tiger offense step for step in this first half to stay in the game. And in the second half, physically, they'll have to be able to take the beating that is expected against this huge team of Independence. They're just huge on both lines, and they wear teams down. Timeout by Sumner. And we'll go back through our sponsors.
Jeff, I don't know if you've heard the story lately, but there's this little girl named Mandy Hoyt. She lives in Ponchatoula. She's 4 years old, and she has a rare brain tumor. And the only way they can get it surgically removed is if they fly her to Melbourne, Australia. And the family's kind of having financial restraints right now, so the Hoyts have set up a fundraiser. If there's anyone out there who can maybe come up with a few bucks to donate to the Hoyts to send their little girl to Australia, they can call the Hammond Hancock Bank at 543-3700. And also, they're also going to be having a pancake fundraiser for her as well at the Kiwanis in Ponchatoula. And it's going to be $5, and it's going to be all-you-can-eat pancakes October 29th. And for tickets, you can call 370-5169. And let's all do a little bit pitching in, trying to help this little girl get to Australia and get her surgery taken care of.
And keep her in your prayers as well, because I hate to hear little kids like that. It seems like every day we hear of young kids that have tumors or cancer, and it's just horrible. So, yeah, keep her in your prayers and help her out.
It's a sad situation. But hopefully, in the end, everything will come out okay.
Keep her in your prayers. Brings up 4th and 1 for the Cowboys. Stokes under center, 3 backs in the backfield, run receiver to the far side. There they go to Smith. He slips a tackle and fumbles it. Flags on the play, but Smith lost that ball. It was stripped. And it looks as if the Tigers have it, and they do. They recovered at the 35, and we talked about it earlier. The Cowboys cannot turn the ball over, and they did it right there.
One thing about Sumner, they've just been turning the ball over too much, and that's was contributing to that 3-game losing streak right now. Number 3 had the first down, but he got popped right there as he spun. Independence juked the ball out of him, causing the turnover for the Sumner Cowboys. Not a good way to start off the ball game.
No, he had a nice run there. I mean, he slipped some tackles, but you've got to hold on to the football, and he couldn't, and the Tigers have it now, up 7-0. First down at the 36-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Now one slips out. They pitch it to Dunn. He goes around the left side. He's got some room. And he's up to about the 45-yard line. So this is the Independence. They thrive on these turnovers and long, sustained drives, and that's the way they beat teams, and they physically beat you down in the second half.
Gain of about 7.
Well, that's what Independence does. They just keep pounding it at you. Run after another. They just wear the defense down, and by the time the end of the game is, the defense has nothing left in them to stop the Independence Tigers.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Signorelli under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Signorelli drops back, throws incomplete to the intended receiver, number 24.
Intended
Roderick Brister.
for number 24, Roderick Brister, incomplete. 3rd down.
Signorelli taking a 4-step drop right there, going for number 24. Roderick Brister had him open, but just let him a little too far in that play.
Brings up 3rd down, 3 yards to go. And again, we see Dustin Signorelli throwing the ball early. Usually he hands the ball off a lot and then gets into, a passing game later in the game, but he's come out throwing tonight. This time he takes it around the right side, now breaks a huge hole. He's in the open field. Dustin Signorelli has all day. Wrestled down at the 25-yard line. That's another option that the Tigers have, is to have a big physical quarterback who can run it and catch defenses asleep.
There is a flag on a play, so hold the phone. This one could be coming back.
Yeah, you don't want to see a penalty. We've seen a penalty earlier on the Tigers, and now their 2nd penalty, and they've had 2 big games called back.
Yeah, I believe that was number 21, Landry Richardson, holding on the side, blocking his man downfield. Signorelli going around him, and number 21, Richardson, was just holding his man right there, so you're going to get caught every time.
Number 24, wide receiver Roderick Brister checking back into the game for the Tigers. Dustin Signorelli has his offensive line and his receivers ready to go. First down, balls at the Cowboy 45-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to the near side, that's Brister, and 2 receivers to the far side, Signorelli under center. Drops back, rolls right. Face mask right there on Sumner. You can see it. He grabbed his face mask. That was a sack. They didn't throw a flag on that. I'm surprised because one of the linebackers for Sumner grabbed his face mask, but I don't see a flag on the field.
Yeah, I don't think they had an official start right there. Terrible call because Signorelli did get face mask. The guy did hit the face mask, but slipped the hand off well. Maybe the ref just missed it.
I don't think the ref saw it. The back ref didn't see it. So that was a sack on the 4th. The Cowboy defense brings up 2nd and 20, and a long play they need here on this drive. 20 yards on this play because of that sack and that penalty.
One thing Sumner does have, they do have speed on that defense. They are pretty good on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 20, Signorelli and the Tigers at the 45-yard line. They hand it to number 21. He goes around the right side. He's got huge room. That's Richardson. And he's brought down at about the 40-yard line. It should be enough for a first down. Or close. Nope, not going to be enough.
Good play calling right there. Sending number 21 in motion from the wide receiver set. Good running around the end. Jarvis Dunn providing a good block right there, springing Richardson free for about a 12, 13-yard gain.
About 6 yards short of the first down, so it's 2nd and 6. 3rd and 6, excuse me. Signorelli under center. He's got 1 man in the backfield. That's number 2, Dunn. He shakes, tackles, goes right up the field, breaking through the defenders and takes it down to about the 31-yard line. Jarvis Dunn, he's a tough man to stop when he has the football. And that should be enough for a first down for Independence.
Good play call right there. Looks like they ran a little counter run for a guard pulling right there. That was number 62, Bobby Casey, providing a big block, 5'11", 265 offensive lineman, and also 66 Barry Whitmore, 5'9", 300 pounds, providing a good block as well. but I believe there's a flag on the play right there. That one came back.
Another penalty by the Tigers. Very uncharacteristic for them in the first quarter to have 3 penalties. Basically killed this drive. Their first drive, they still were able to come back and score, but this drive has been pushed back because of 2 costly penalties.
I believe they've had 3 penalties so far just in this first quarter, and those will drive a coach crazy.
3rd and 11 for the Tiger offense. 4:35 and counting first quarter. Independence leading 7-0 from Independence, Louisiana. Jeff Horchak, Brett Luckett, and Francis Scott with you. There's 4 games on this week on Channel 17. This is the game of the week brought to you by Bill Hood-Ford and all the rest of our sponsors. And that's a timeout by Independence. And we'll go through those sponsors.
Vote for number 15, Chuck Reed, for state representative in District 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Please vote for number 15, Chuck Reed. And tonight's game is sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Also, if you're in need of a good massage, if you're feeling achy, if your back's hurting, your muscles are hurting.
I'm feeling achy.
We're all feeling achy every now and then. You give Monica Majesty a call at 386-8507. She's located at Ponchula Fitness Center. Jeff, let me tell you, I had a massage from this woman last night, and I feel absolutely wonderful tonight.
Wow, I'm going to have to get one of those massages because I'm having a little bit of lower back pain as well. Well, let's go through the rest of our sponsors. Red's Pest Control. For over 50 years, Red Pest Control has exterminated South Louisiana. If you need their assistance, you can call them at 345-6680. That's Red Pest Control. They're good for what's bugging you. Red Pest Control. And I tell you what, you can never have enough pest control centers in South Louisiana with the amount of bugs we have down here.
And 11.
3rd and 11 for the Tiger offense. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. No back in the backfield. Signorelli under center. And he had the ball taken away. Number 73 took it away for the Cowboys. That was the big offensive lineman, offensive tackle, John Broussard. Wow, he stripped the ball from Signorelli.
John Broussard just stripping it from Signorelli right there, trying to pick up the big man, trying to go downfield. Fumbled it about 10 yards downfield. Luckily went out of bounds, but Sumner did have possession of the ball, so it would have gone their way.
Great play, but there's a flag on the field, and we're going to see what's going to be called on this play. But yeah, John Broussard just stripped the ball from Signorelli. He read that play, and he took it away, went down the field, stumbled and bumbled, and actually fumbled it, but fell back on it. But it's a face mask call on Sumner, so it'll be Independence football. And maybe that makes up for the call earlier that we saw on Signorelli. They didn't call it. They didn't call on this play. So it's still 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. They catch a break on that play. But they're going to probably get some big yards out of this penalty.
Just when you thought Sumner does something positive, they shoot themselves in the foot right there by making just a dumb penalty right there. Sumner, they just can't afford to make these mistakes in these big ball games.
And it's 1st down for Independence off of the Sumner face mask call. Sumner crowd doesn't like it, but you can't make penalties in football games, especially when you're playing top teams like Independence. Neither team can make penalties for that matter, but when you're down 7-0 playing the #1 team in Class 3A, you really cannot afford to make penalties, and unfortunately Sumner has made a couple key ones here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 balls at around the 30-yard line. They give it to Dunn. He goes behind tacklers in the open field, and he is down to the 10, and he's gone. Jarvis Dunn pushed out of bounds shy of the end zone. Looked like he was out at about the 2-yard line, but another fantastic blocking job by the offensive line.
Well, great job right there. Number 64, Aaron Lips, pulling on a play. Also, number 66, Barry Whitmore, again, also pulling on a play, creating a big hole for Jarvis Dunn to run around to the 1-yard line. You're looking at 1st and goal for Independence.
He's running around that left side, and he's really getting good blocking, and that's what's kicking him out of behind the quarterback. When he's behind there, he's shooting out of the gaps and really finding the holes, and just with his speed, it's not too tough once he has a few holes.
4-yard line.
Looks like Jarvis Dunn got shaken up after that hit he took right there. Let's just hope it's nothing serious.
7-0 Independence leading Sumner with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. They have the ball at about the 1 or 2 yard line on a big Jarvis Dunn run. And several penalties called on both teams on this drive. Just had a face mask call on Sumner. Independence had a couple penalties. I'd like to go through some of the rest of our sponsors. Chuck's Field of Dreams Sports Cards. It's in Times Square behind Papa John's across from the Department of Motor Vehicles. Chuck has a full line of sports cards, a large selection of wax packs, lots of sports cards, supplies, price guides, starting lineups, a lot of Pokemon cards, the best prices in Pokemon in the area. You can call him on the phone at 543-0200. He has a large selection of LSU cards, media guides, and bowl programs. That's Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center. I tell you what, Chuck has a nice little card shop over there. He's got a lot of sports cards and all kind of stuff, so go see Chuck. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Florida Parish Television, Channel 17. Welcome back to Independence, Louisiana. They just took Jarvis Dunn off the field. We hope he's okay. First down for the Tigers. They go and hand it off to Hubbard. There's a flag on the play. They're at about the 3 or 4 yard line. Going back to that play, we saw Jarvis Dunn. He made a nice run. He was knocked out of bounds. It looked as if he might have twisted his ankle on that play. They took him into the locker room.
He may have twisted an ankle. Let's just hope it's nothing serious. But then again, Independence has 2 other quality running backs, so I don't look for them to miss a step even without Jarvis Dunn in the ball game.
Neely Hubbard and Gerald Williams are 2 fine backs, and they'll fill in and help out while Jarvis is out. Holding on the offense, so another penalty on Independence. Man, they have really racked up some penalties in this first quarter. Under 4 minutes remaining.
The 10-yard penalty will give the Tigers 1st and goal from the 14.
Looked like there was holding on that last play, backing him up 10 yards. You're looking at 1st and goal from the 14-yard line.
Landry Richardson checking back into the game for Independence. 1st and 14 for the Tigers. They lead 7-0 with under 4 minutes remaining. They've had some penalties continue to push them back. They pitch it out around the right side. There goes Williams. Lowers the head and gets to about the 4-yard line. Nice run by Williams. 10-yard gain. They get those yards right back.
Down by number 2, Dale Sanders.
Good hard running right there by number 31, Jared Williams, trying to turn the corner on that play. Picking up looked like 10 yards on the carry, so they more than halfway there to try to punch 6 into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd down, 4 yards to go. The ball is spotted right at the 4-yard line. Signorelli has 2 backs in the backfield. That's Hubbard and Williams. Brister split wide right and Richardson split wide left. They hand it to Hubbard, and he looked like he was going to get in, but then he was thrown back at about the 2.
Well, that was number 4, Neil Callahan for Sumner, and also number 50, Justin Roberts, both combining to make the tackle right there, preventing number 11, Hubbard, from going into the end zone.
Gain of 1 will give the Tigers 3rd and goal from the 3.
3rd and goal, so Independence has a shot again to score here. Roger Brister back in the game for the Tigers at receiver. They haven't been able to punch it in the red zone. The Sumner defense has done a good job in the last 2 plays of keeping him out. Williams in the backfield. Receiver to each side. Signorelli drops back, throws in the right corner to Brister, and it's incomplete.
Signorelli's pass intended for number 24, Roderick Brister, incomplete. Coverage on the play by number 5, Kendrick Clay. It'll bring up
Signorelli trying to throw a little fade route right there to number 24, Brister. Again, just kind of overthrew him right there. He was bringing up 4th and 3. Looks like they could be attempting a field goal right here.
Last year when Independence played Sumner, Independence won the ball game, but they won 22-14, so it was a close game. It was no blowout by any means. This year, you never know.
Well, this year, Coach Baglio assumed it was going to be another close game this year. Kind of had him worried early in the week, preparing for the Sumner Cowboys. He knows they're a very good ball club. Even though they're 1-3, they're still a very good team.
Yeah, they're probably the best 1-3 team he said they'll face all year. Lips kicks the field goal, and it is up and good. So he nails the field goal, and you're scoring with 1:50 remaining first quarter. Independence 10, Sumner 0. We'll run through those sponsors again for you. Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing. For all of your car care needs, stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrell, Terrence, and Roy Benson, will give you the best service around. You can call them at 748-8532 or see them at 206 West Palmetto Street. Coming soon, Petito's makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. Brenda Bro, State Rep, District 62. Vote for her, number 12. As your state rep, I'll work hard to protect your rights in government. Freddie Baglio, vote for him for Independence Board of Aldermen on October 7th, number 31. That's Freddie Baglio. A vote for me is a vote for the people. So the Tigers pick up a field goal on that drive. They didn't get a touchdown, but they get 3 points out of the drive, and they lead 10-0. Lips kicking off. And the Cowboys will bring it out to about the Dancing Clay dancing his way downfield, and he's drugged down at about the 31-yard line. So Clay brings it out. Good field position for the Cowboys, and we'll see if they can capitalize on a good defensive stand there to keep the Tigers out of the end zone. Only gave up 3 points. See if they can get some points on this drive. 1:41 remaining first quarter, 10-0 your score from Independence.
For the Cowboys, from their 32-yard line.
To Smith, he bangs his way forward, but can't get much. Wow, as he wrestled down there by the Tiger defense. Number 4, Darnell Keith just wrestled him down.
Gain of 3 will give the Cowboys 2nd and 7 from their 35.
Number 68, Clarence Richardson on the pursuit right there for Independence. I have a feeling, Jeff, we'll be calling his name a lot tonight.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. Stokes under center. 3 men in the backfield. 1 receiver to the far side. They hand it up the middle, and there goes Blades, number 44, as he fights his way forward. Might have got it 2 or 3 yards, not much, but he's running hard.
Well, last week, Sumner Cowboys only managed 118 yards of total offense against Parkview Baptist last week. In order for them to have a chance in this game, they're going to generate more than just 118 yards against this good Independence defense tonight.
We'll give the Cowboys 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. Under 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Stokes has 3 men in the backfield. He rolls to his left. Doesn't have any blockers at all. Now he pitches out the last second. It's fumbled. It's on the ground and recovered by Independence. That was number 44. On the recovery, Chris Bonds. And another crucial turnover by Sumner. They just cannot hold on to the football. It's 2 turnovers in 1 quarter of play.
Well, number 16, Jeff Stokes, the quarterback, was trying to sell the pitch. He was going for his man right there, but just pitched it too high, out of the reach for the running back. And Jeff, that's their 2nd turnover, and this is still just the first quarter.
Yeah, that was, he pitched it. He had no one in front of him blocking, so it was a tough play. And he, like you said, he pitched it a little too high, and it resulted in a turnover. It's 1st and 10 for Independence. They've recovered their 2nd turnover of the game. The ball's at the 48-yard line. 1 man in the backfield. That is number 31, Williams, and he's hit in the backfield. He's dropped for a loss. That was number 12, Ryan Smith. He brought down Williams.
For a loss.
The Sumner's defense has got to penetrate him and force some turnovers themselves, because they haven't been able to get much offense going. And right there is a great example. Ryan Smith penetrating, knocking down Williams in the backfield.
Well, last time it was a good defensive stand by Sumner, only holding Independence to 3 points. It's only 10-0. It's still in this ball game. Still 3 quarters to go. Plenty of time.
Sumner, nothing.
That's the end of the first quarter. Your score: Independence 10, Sumner 0. We'll run through some sponsors quickly for you. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape and you're feeling a little out of shape, you want to be in a family atmosphere, hey, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 1330 Highway 51, or you can call them on the phone at 386-8507. That's Ponchatoula Fitness Center, right down from North Oaks Hospital. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building homes, quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a home and you have some financial constraints, hey, feel free to call Rabondo Builders. They can work with you at 375-2077.
2nd and 13 from the
2nd and 13
45.
as we start the second quarter. Independence has the football. Signorelli pitches to number 31. That's Williams, and he has got some room, and he fights his way forward down to the 45-yard line. Nice pickup by Williams.
Brought down by number 4, Neil Callahan.
Good run right there with number 31, Williams, going around the left-hand side. Just a quick pitch to him. Giving his offensive line good time to go downfield and make a couple blocks. Gain of 10 on the play. Bringing up 3rd and 4 for Independence. This is going to be a big stop right here for Sumner. They need to really try to create maybe a turnover right here.
3rd and 3. 2 backs in the backfield, a receiver to either side. Signorelli under center. And he takes it himself, fights his way forward, but he's dropped about the 42-yard line by number 28 of Sumner. That was Drew Holland with the tackle as he wraps up Signorelli.
Tackle was made by number 28, Drew Holland. First down.
Good ball fake right there. Fake it to the up back. A lot of the Sumner defense bit on that, giving Signorelli enough room to run around the left-hand side, picking up the first down for Independence.
First and 10, 11:05 remaining second quarter. 10-0, your score. Independence with the lead. Signorelli hands it to Williams, and again, he has no room at the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped.
Brought down by number 73, John Broussard.
Good pursuit right there by number 73, John Broussard. Tell you what, this guy's a big kid, Jeff. He goes at 6'2", 267. So sometimes it may be hard to block that big fella for the Sumner Cowboys.
Yeah, he's no little man. I wouldn't want to block him, I tell you that.
Well, Jeff, you only weigh 150 pounds. It'd be impossible for you to block him.
No, I weigh 160. You're wrong, 160. That's 10 extra pounds. I have to make sure I take every amount of weight I can get when it comes to blocking people. But it's how you use your weight. That's the key. 2nd and 8, Signorelli hands it to number 11 up the middle. That's Hubbard. And he picks up 2 on that play. What do you weigh, Brad? About 190?
Went around 190 at 5'9". You're looking at 6% body fat. That's probably go out there and throw a block here and there.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Big Broussard would put you on your back in a heartbeat.
Well, Jeff, you know I got 4 or 5 speed. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, that's in your dreams, Brett. Just joking, buddy.
The Cowboy, 32.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Ball is right at the 36-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Williams, and number 21 in motion. They hand it to number 21, that's Richardson around the right side. He's got a little room, throws a tackler down, and is slung down at the 20-yard line, but flags on deep play.
Looked like they was holding on the outside on Independence, but we have to wait and see what the call is.
Personal foul, clipping against the Tigers.
It seems like all the penalties Independence is accumulating tonight is after they pick up the first down. You know, Coach Charles Baglio is going berserk on the sideline right now.
He wants his 200th career win, and he wants to make sure he gets it, and he seals this baby up. And right now his team they have the 10-0 lead, but they've made some penalties. They've committed some penalties, and Sumner has, neither team has really played what you would consider a flawless game.
Well, I'm sure the players are well aware that Coach Charles Baglio is shooting for his 200th win, and maybe they're just kind of overplaying, over-pursuing, kind of making them, having some mental mistakes.
Brings up 3rd and 18 for the Tigers. The ball's right at the 45-yard line. They have receivers to either side, Brister and Landry. Now Signorelli drops back. Incomplete to number 21. That's Richardson.
For number 21, Landry.
Good pass by Signorelli, but Richardson couldn't hold on to it. That brings up 4th down for the Tigers. Will have to punt.
One thing you have to be impressed by, this Independence offensive line, this gives Signorelli a lot of time to throw. He's just misfiring on a lot of passes, just leading his men just a little too far.
Number 14, Dustin Signorelli.
So now the Cowboys have a shot. They're down 10-0. There's 9:29 remaining first half. They have to hold on to the football.
Definitely give Sumner credit on that last defensive stance. Punts. Looks like he's going to roll out around the 9-yard line on the Sumner Cowboys side of the field. With 9:16 left to go in the first half, it's Independence 10, Sumner 0. Like to take time out real quick. Just in case anyone hasn't heard out there yet, there's a little girl in high school. She's 4 years old. Her name is Mandy Hoyt. She has a rare brain tumor. The family's having some financial restraints right now, and they're hoping that people can come forward and make a little donation. If you want to make a donation, call Hammond Hancock Bank at 543-3700. Back to game action. Just Stokes hands it to number 21 around the left-hand side.
Number 21.
Oh, he almost broke the tackle right there. Good tackle by number 4, Darnell Keith on the Independence Tigers. But also a good run right there by number 21, Dancing Clay for the Sumner Cowboys. Picking up about 9 yards on the carry right there. So you're looking at 2nd and 1 for the Sumner Cowboys.
We'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys.
Sumner definitely needs to get something going right here with 8:46 left to go in the first half. Jeff Stokes is on the center. He's looking at two backs in the backfield and one wing back to his right. Hands the ball away to number 44, Jesse Blades. Picking up the first down yards, gaining about 4 yards on a play for the Sumner Cowboys, picking up the first down.
Number 4, Darnell Key.
On the tackle for Independence Tigers, that was number 4, Darnell Key.
Number 92, Byron Tillis. First down.
So it's going to be first and 10 for the Sumner Cowboys at their own 23-yard line. As everyone knows, Sumner's on a 3-game losing streak, and one thing that's been costing them ball games is costly turnovers as well as costly penalties as well. Jeff Stokes on the center. Two guys in the backfield, seeing one man in motion, hands it to number 21 on the left-hand side. Has a block going downfield. Ooh, shakes the tackle right there. Big run on number 21, Dancing Clay for the Sumner Cowboys. Looks like he had enough yards to pick up the first down for the Sumner Cowboys.
Brought down by number 87, Kenny Galadora. First down for the Cowboys.
Yes, it is the first down for the Sumner Cowboys. It's going to be first and 10 at their own 36-yard line. As everyone knows, last year Sumner played a good ball game against Independence. Unfortunately, they came up short last year, 22-14. The head coach Charles Baglio concerned early in the week because he knows he is facing a good 1-3 Sumner ball club. First and 10 for the Sumner Cowboys. Stokes on the center is going to hand it away. Number 3, Sean Smith, shakes the tackle. A good tackle with number 20, Kobe Payne for the Independence Tigers right there. It looks like number 3, Sean Smith, was trying to break free on that tackle, but picking up a good 9 yards for some of the Cowboys on that play.
Gain of 9.
I'm Brett Luckett, being joined by Jeff Parchak and Francis Scott, bringing you the action from the Independence High School with Independence leading 10-0. 7:21 left to go in the first half. Still plenty of time for Sumner to creep back in this ball game. Number 16, Jess Chokes, trying to set up a truth right here. He's under center right now. He's calling for the play. Two backs in the backfield. There is a flag on the play. It looks like it will go against the Sumner Cowboys. Illegal procedure against the Sumner Cowboys. That was number 62, Mark Mascarello with the false start right there for the Sumner Cowboys. Looked like he was losing his balance and causing him to twitch a little bit, drawing Independence offsides. But that will go against Sumner.
Let me tell you, this is a good chance right now for Sumner to get back into the ball game. They stopped Independence on their last drive, and they can punch it in right here. They're only down by 3.
This would definitely be a good confidence builder as well for the Sumner Cowboys.
Definitely. Since they lost their last couple of games, they really need a score right here.
Absolutely. It's going to be number 21, Denson Clay, right on the left-hand side. But he's going to be met right there by a host of Independence defensive players right there. I'm not sure if he gained anything right there. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, he gained about a yard on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Sumner Cowboys.
It'll bring up 3rd and 5. From the Cowboy 41-yard line.
Sumner trying to make a run here by some nice runs by Sean Smith and the Clay brothers, but its defensive Independence is pretty thick up front. Here we go. It's 3rd and 5. Stokes under center, two backs in the backfield. They fake the blades, drops back, throws downfield, incomplete to number 40.
Cedric Brumfield.
Brumfield, the big tight end who saw some big action in that LaRonger game several weeks ago. Couldn't quite catch up to that pass.
Well, Stokes had his man right there, but
By number 22, Robert
unfortunately for Independence, that was number 22, Robert Tofield, putting the heat on Stokes, causing him to throw just a second earlier than he wanted to. Oh, shoot his man, bring up 4th down for Sumner.
Callahan. Who's to receive for the Tigers? Number 21, Landry Richardson. Flag on the play.
Brings up 4th down for the Cowboys. 5:47 and counting first half. They trail 10-0. They just cannot put together a drive here in the first half. And illegal procedure on Sumner, so that pushes them right back. And ball's back at the 37-yard line, 5 yards in that penalty. And Brett, we said it before, and we hate to say it again, but you can't have penalties when you're playing a team like this on the road.
No, you can't. And I think in his first half, he looked like about 8 or 9 penalties combined between both teams.
That's Richardson back to return it for the Tigers. He catches it off a bounce. He's down the sideline. He's finally thrown out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Penalties and turnovers will hurt you, and they had 2 turnovers and several penalties, and that's why they haven't been able to put together any drives so far in this first half.
First down for the Tigers.
Go through our sponsors again. If you're out there, if you have back problems, if you have a muscle problem, if you're stressed a lot, you need a good massage, you call Monica Mattersley at 386-8507. She's located at Ponchatoula Fitness. She has reasonable rates, and I tell you what, she does an excellent job.
Also, if you have bugs in your house and you need to get them exterminated, call Red Pest Control at 345-6680. They've been exterminating South Louisiana for years. There goes Signorelli up the middle, and he's dropped. Red's Pest Control. They're good for what's bugging you. 345-6680. Chuck's Field of Dreams and sports cars in the Times Square Shopping Center behind Papa John's across from the Department of Motor Vehicles. They have a full line of sports cars, and I'll tell you what, Chuck's got LSU memorabilia. He's got the best prices in Pokemon, and you can call him on the phone at 543-0200. He's got all kind of rookie cards for baseball, basketball, football, old cards, new cards, you name it. Chuck's got it at Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center. Signorelli drops back, throws. It's caught by little Skameka. Roy Skameka down the left sideline, and he's thrown down at the 45. Roy Skameka reminds me of Wayne Corbett. Very fast, with good hands, and a great catch by Skameka. Picks up some yards. Also, Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing for all of your car care needs. Stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrence and Roy Vincent, will give you the best price in town. You can call them at 748-8532 or see them at 206 West Palmetto Street. Coming soon, the Petitos makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. It's first down for the Tigers off the pass from Signorelli to Skameka, 2 backs in the backfield, and now they send a man to the left. They pitch it to Richard Williams. He goes around the left side, runs behind blockers, takes it down to about the 44-yard line, and again has a nice lead blocking to help him out on that run. He's wrestled down by Kendrick Clay of Sumner.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in District 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Please vote for number 15, Chuck Reed. Tonight's game is also sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Go by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Independence.
He's at first down and 10. Signorelli hands it to Williams, and he fights his way to the 35-yard line. And again, Brett, we've seen some nice holes on that offensive line. The offensive line of Independence really opening up here in the second quarter.
Well, that's one thing Independence does good. Week in, week out, they can open up the holes because you got 3 good quality running backs for Independence. Jones done out of the game right now. He's been replaced by number 31, Jared Williams. It looks like this Independence offense hasn't lost a step.
Last week, they totally dominated the second half against a very good Kentwood team on the road. And tonight, in the first half, they're doing much the same, gelling together and really making life easy for the running backs as well as Signorelli. He hands it, fakes the handoff this time, drops back, going to the end zone, incomplete. The intended receiver was Roderick Brister, and a flag will be thrown on number 5 of Sumner. That will be on Kendrick Clay. They're going to call interference on that play.
Kendrick Clay with the good coverage right there for the Sumner Cowboys. Just covering this man a little too tight. You got to give him enough room to be able to get the ball. Both of them have the right to go for the football. Clay just had his back to the football, and as everyone knows, it's going to be pass interference against Sumner.
Roderick Brister's not an easy man to defend, though. He's a very athletic. He's got good size for a receiver, and he's got good speed, and he's tough to stop. And right there, Clay had a tough time D'ing up on him, and he got the penalty called, so that helps out the offensive drive for Independence. And
pass interference.
There will be pass interference on the Cowboys. They'll pick up some yards on that play, and again, the Sumner crowd does not like that.
Well, it looked like the receiver had a step on him, so really that's almost a good penalty for Sumner, because as everyone knows, this isn't professional football. These are college rules, and in college rules, it's only a 15-yard penalty. So almost a smart penalty for Sumner.
From the Cowboys, 20-yard line. timeout, Cowboys.
It's first down now for the Tigers as they call a timeout to talk it over and make sure they can get in the end zone before the half. And Brett, going back to that play again, might have been the best thing for the Cowboys because Bridgester would have caught that if the ball would have been on the money.
Inning 21, St. Thomas 20.
Let's go through our sponsors again. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you'd like to get in shape and you'd like a family atmosphere to work out in, just stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 1330 Highway 51 or call them on the phone at 386-8507. They have a friendly staff. They make protein drinks, and it's a great place to work out. It's Ponchatoula Fitness Center. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you have some financial constraints but you need to add on to your house or build a new house, call Rabondo Builders today at 375-2077. Also, Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center. They have sports cards galore, Pokemon cards, LSU memorabilia, media guide, bowl programs, and all the rookie cards from football, superstar rookies, baseball, basketball, new cards, old cards. You even got some autographed jerseys of like Todd Walker, former LSU Tiger, Ben McDonald. They've got a lot of cool stuff in Chuck's Field of Dreams sports cards and memorabilia shop. If you like sports, stop by Chuck. He has good prices on wax packs and price guides as well as boxes and sets if you'd like to purchase those. That's Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center, across from DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, and behind Papa John's. You can call them on the phone at 543-0200. And also, Red Pest Control Company. For over 50 years, Red Pest Control Company has been exterminating South Louisiana. If you need their assistance, call them at 345-6680. That's 345-6680, and that's Red Pest Control. They're good for what's bugging you. Freddie Baglio. Please vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31. A vote for me is a vote for the people. He's running for Independence Board of Aldermen on October 7th. Freddie Baglio, number 31, Independence Board of Aldermen. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Signorelli going back to that route. This time he throws it over to Skameka, and it's incomplete. A little miscommunication on that play. Skameka's going one way. The ball's going the other way.
Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 at the 20 for the Tigers.
Well, Signorelli, he's been ice cold on his last few passes. It looked like in the beginning of the game, he was hitting his men stride for stride, but just on his last few passes, they've been off the mark.
Second and 10. Ball's at the 21-yard line. One man in the backfield. He gets the ball. It's Williams around the left side. Slung down. Not a whole lot on that run.
He was brought down by number 85, Chris Miller. Gain of 2 will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Tigers from the Sumner 18-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Tigers on offense. Williams in the backfield. Receiver split to either side. Signorelli rolls right, steps up, pump fakes, and now he's under pressure. Throws in the back of the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown by Ryan LeBlanc, the senior tight end with the TD.
Well, Signorelli right there throwing a nice strike to number 37, Ryan LeBlanc, in the end zone for the touchdown. Give credit to Signorelli, eluding 2 tacklers right there. It looked like he was fixing to be hit, shook off both tacklers, finding Ryan LeBlanc for the touchdown.
Great poise by the senior. He hits one of his fellow seniors, Ryan LeBlanc, for the touchdown. It was 21 yards on that pass play, and now Aaron Litz checks in for the extra point. And it is good. Your score with 2:47 remaining first half. Independence 17, Sumner 0.
Well, that was a good extra point right there by Aaron Lips. He kicked it on top of his jam, and the ball has not yet to come down yet.
So on that drive, Independence faced some adversity, but they got it done. Dustin Signorelli felt some pressure and hit Ryan LeBlanc, the tight end, running to the left side. Good pass play, and we have seen Dustin throw the ball tonight. He's made some fine throws. Right there was one of the best plays he's made all night as far as from the passing standpoint. He was poised, like you said. He felt some pressure, shook off a defender, still stayed in the pocket, and hit LeBlanc in the end zone for the touchdown.
But there's any time for Signorelli to hit his guy stride for stride. It was that play right there. It looked like he was struggling a little bit before. That's a good way to get your confidence back. Hitting the guy for a touchdown.
So the Cowboys will receive now. They trail 17-0 with 2:47 remaining. They've turned the ball over a couple times and had some costly penalties, and that's what's really held them back in this game from finding the end zone and getting some points. And it's tough when you get down to Independence in the first half because they're so big and physical, and it really makes it tough. But we've got a lot of time left in this ball game, and that's Clay to bring it out for the Cowboys.
On the return.
And he's down to about the 37-yard line, so pretty good return by number 21, Dancing Clay. Michon brings him down for the tackle, and the Cowboys have it. Plenty of time. They need to get some points out of this drive.
Well, right now it's 17-0 in favor of Independence, but if someone can get something going right here, punching the end zone, they'll only be down 17-7, and they get the ball to start the second half.
First and 10, Stokes in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to the near side. That ball is hiked way over his head. He'll have to fall on it, and the Tigers pick it up, run it in and they're down at about the 5-yard line. Wow. First play of the game, they hike it right over his head. Very unfortunate play.
That's not what you wanted to do with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Sumner, what can you say? They're just making too many mistakes again in this game. But then again, I guess when you have a young ball club like Sumner, you will make mistakes like that.
Jeff Stokes having a tough time tonight. Well, he looked very good against the Laranger Wolves, and remember he's a junior, but he hasn't had a lot of help tonight. The team has made some penalties and committed some penalties, and there was a snap way over his head. He couldn't control. He tried to fall on it, but couldn't. Slipped out, and now Independence in great position to crack this game wide open. They hand it to Hubbard. He is stuck right at the line of scrimmage and thrown down by two Sumner defenders.
Number 11, Neely Hubbard.
Broussard and Fox in on the tackle.
Brought down by 73, John Broussard. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Independence. Ball is spotted right at the 7-yard line. They lead 17-0 with about 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And a big score here, Brett. This is a big deficit for Sumner to climb out of in the second half. Williams in the backfield, two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Number 21, Richardson in motion. They hand it to him. He goes around the right side. He's got one man to beat, and he takes it in. Landry Richardson, touchdown, but there's flags all over the field.
There's flags on the play. Personal foul clipping against the Tigers.
Clipping on Independence, that moves them back. Sumner catching a break on that play because Landry Richardson was around the right side and in for that touchdown.
Penalty.
I believe that's going to be Independence's 6th penalty of the first half. It seems like right when Independence has something going, they make the costly mistake and they always bring the ball back.
From the 18. Correction. 2nd and goal from the 18.
Second and goal from the 18, 1:41 left first half. Independence up 17-0. They have Williams in the backfield, two receivers to the far side. Now they go to the fade route to the end zone to Brister. Overthrown, incomplete.
Intended. The 24, Roderick Brister, incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 18.
Brings up 3rd and 18.
In the past couple of weeks, Signorelli has been successful in those fade routes. With this game, it looks like he's just overshooting his man by a couple of yards. But like I said, Jeff, give credit to the offensive line. They're giving Signorelli all day to throw the ball tonight. They're doing a wonderful job up front.
It's 3rd down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers have a chance, as we said, to really crack this game open. They're up 17-0. They have two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the near side, one to the far. Signorelli fakes. Now he just has time to throw it. There's Hubbard in the flat.
To number 11,
down to about the 5, and Neely Hubbard's been sneaking out in that flat and really making some nice plays.
Brought down by number 2, Dale Sanders.
He's almost a safety man for Signorelli. He always knows Hubbard's in the flat. Anytime he gets in trouble, he can dump it off to him and pick up positive yards. The second catch in the flat tonight by Hubbard.
For the Tigers.
4th and goal.
Looks like Independence is going to go for it. Joel Sumner needs to have a big stop right here on defense.
Under a minute left in the first half.
Timeout, Tigers.
Timeout by Independence. We'll take a quick break and return with the final minute of the first half. You're watching high school football on Florida Parish Television, Channel 17. Welcome back to Independence, Louisiana. 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Independence leading 17-0. They have the football at about the 4-yard line, so they are really cooking here. 4th down, though. They've got to score and find the end zone. Signorelli drops back into the left corner, and it's a touchdown to Landry Richardson.
Landry Richardson.
And Independence goes up 20-0.
Good touch pass by Signorelli, throwing it where only Richardson could get to the ball. Nice little fade route. Richardson looked like he was going out, but then he ran a little out and up fade route right there. Touchdown Independence.
That is the 3rd touchdown pass of the evening for Dustin Signorelli. He's looking pretty good in the air.
The point after, number 64, Aaron Lips.
Aaron Lips about ready to attempt the extra point. Put his team up 24-0. And it's good. 24-0 is your score. Independence with the lead with 38 seconds remaining first half.
Sumner, nothing.
Recap those scores for you. Independence scored their first touchdown on a 13-yard pass from Signorelli to Gerald Williams. Their second touchdown was on a 21-yard pass from Signorelli to Ryan LeBlanc. And their third touchdown, which you just saw, was a 5-yard pass to Landry Richardson. All extra points were good, and they also nailed a field goal in the mix, and that's why they lead 24-0 with 38 seconds remaining first half. And Brett, Sumner has hurt themselves with the turnovers and the penalties.
That's one thing that's hurt Sumner in the past 3 ball games, Jeff. I'll tell you what, I believe Sumner starts district play next week. So if you're going to make your mistakes, you're going to make your penalties, you might as well make them right now before the district play starts next week.
You're right about that. Only 38 seconds left for the Cowboys to pick up some points before the half, and they've really dug themselves into a hole because even if you're in a close game with Independence in the second half, you know they're going to pound it. When you get down by this many points, it really makes life difficult for them. But we'll see. They have a lot of time left. Anything can happen. This is high school football. We don't like to say it's over till it's over because we've got a full half to play. Tigers kicking off to Sumner. Clay and Smith back to return. The ball bounces, and it is picked up by the Cowboys. That's number 8, brings it out for Sumner. That's Adam Chandler, and he's dragged down at the 38-yard line, so Chandler picks it up, but not a lot of time. 30 seconds officially left on the first half game clock.
By the Cowboys to the 30.
Right now, as you know, there's 30 seconds left before halftime. Sumner trailing this ball game 24-0. Sumner making too many mistakes in this game. I don't expect him to do much on this job, but maybe sit on it and run out the clock. Looks like we have an injured Tiger on the play. Someone's shaking up. We'll have to wait and see who it is. While we have a little quick break in the action, I'd like to take time out to say there's a little girl named Mandy Hoyt. She lives in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. She's 4 years old. And I don't know if anyone's heard out there, but she has a rare brain tumor. And the family's having some financial restraints right now. And the only way she can get the surgery done is that they fly their little girl to Melbourne, Australia to get the surgery done. If there's anyone out there who can lend a hand, maybe donate some money for the family, please call Hancock Bank in Hammond at 543-3700. And also they're going to be having a pancake fundraiser as well at the Kiwanis and Ponchatoula. It's going to be $5 all-you-can-eat pancakes on October 29th. Tickets are available for that. If you'd like to go, please call 370-5169.
Keep little Mandy in your prayers. That's Manda Hoyt, Rare brain tumor. And I tell you what, I hate to hear stuff like that. It seems like we hear that every day, that young children are having problems. But help out her family and send her to Australia so she can get this taken care of.
Well, let's show Louisiana that tangible hope cares and donate a little money to help this little girl.
Definitely. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Independence up 24-0. And Sumner has the football at the 38-yard line. Stokes has 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Hand it to Blades, and he fights his way forward to the 43-yard line.
Carry. He's brought down by number 45, Rodney Jr. Gain of 4 will bring up 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys from their 42-yard line.
Independence comes into this game, again ranked number 1 in the state in 3A. They're undefeated at 4-0. And they look impressive, leading 24-0, and that's the first half. So the first half is over. Independence leading 24-0 over the Sumner Cowboys. We'll take a quick break and return with some halftime entertainment. You're watching high school football on Florida Parish Television, Channel 17.
Sumner, nothing.
Welcome back to Independence, Louisiana, as we kick off the second half. This is the game of the week brought to you by Bill Hood Ford. They can help you with any type of vehicle needs you have. You need a truck, utility vehicle, or car, stop by Bill Hood Ford today. They bring you the game of the week here on Florida Parish Television Channel 17. As we start the second half, Brett, Independence holds a 24-0 lead. They forced some turnovers, and they've looked pretty solid.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, Independence is really lucky to have this 24-0 lead because they've been making some costly mistakes in the first half themselves. Ridiculous penalties. Every time they pick up the first, they even score a touchdown, they were getting called back. But fortunately for them, they've been able to punch it in after that to go up 24-0.
So the Tigers will be kicking off to Sumner. They'll get the ball first and start out the second half. We'd like to go through our sponsors again. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you want to get in shape and you'd like a family atmosphere, you can stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51 or call them on the phone at 386-8507. Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a house and you have some financial constraints, feel free to call Rabondo Builders at 375-2077 today. That's 375-2077 today.
36, Kenny Marcus on the return.
And the Cowboys have it at the 30-yard line to kick off the second half. They trail by 24 points, and they've got to get a drive together here early on if they want to stand a chance against this #1 rated team in the state, Independence.
One thing someone's going to have to do is play ball control. They're going to have to keep the ball in their possession. One thing they'll have to cut down is the middle mistakes, especially Jeff Stokes running an option pitch. If he's going to run the option, he needs to be able to put it in the guy's gut around either side.
First and 10, Stokes under center, two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the near side. They hand it to Blades. He bounces it outside and picks up about 1 yard, but not a whole lot. And this is the time in the game, as we've said it before, where Independence dominates. They physically wear you out, and if you're in the game at all, in the second half is when they take over and take the game from you. Going into this second half, they have a score. They have as many points as a lot of teams can get in one game, full game, and they had it in the first half. So it's going to be tough for the Cowboys. Like I said, they've got to open it up. They've got to get Jeff Stokes rolling out and throwing downfield. He's a very talented junior quarterback. He has a good arm. They've got to get him into the game to jumpstart this offense. Stokes rolls right. And that's what we said. They're going downfield deep. Incomplete to the intended receiver, number 22, Bobby James.
Bobby James, incomplete.
Pretty good coverage there by number 45 of Independence, Rodney Jr.
Chad Alexander.
Chad Alexander.
It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys.
Sumner trying to get something going right there. Jeff Stokes taking a 4-step drop, trying to go downfield and hit his wide receiver, but good coverage right there by Chad Alexander for Independence. The one thing about this Independence defense, Jeff, they caused a lot of havoc. Last week they came up with 4 turnovers against Kentwood. Right now, in the first half, they had 3 turnovers for themselves tonight against Sumner.
Rod Hickenbotham just checked out of the game for the Tigers. It brings up 3rd and 9 for Sumner. Ball at the 32-yard line. Stokes has 2 backs in the backfield. That's Smith and Blades, 2 receivers to the near side. Drops back. Over the middle, it's incomplete to number 40, the big tight end, Cedric Brumfield, but he was double covered on that play.
Cedric Brumfield, incomplete. Coverage on the play by number 8, Slim Williams, and number 44, Chris Bond. 4th down for the Cowboys.
Not the way you want to start the second half for Sumner.
Neil Callahan.
And the Cowboys have to punt the football.
Landry Richardson.
Landry Richardson back to receive for Independence, and that punt almost got blocked. It's going to be a shallow punt and to land right at about midfield, so a great bounce for the Tigers. They get it at midfield, and they are in business.
At the 47. 1st down.
Number 20, Colby Payne, shooting through for Independence. Almost coming up with that block, but just missed it by a hair. The punter got it off. You're looking at 1st and 10 Independence on their own 47-yard line.
Brett Luckett, Jeff Horchak, and Francis Scott bring you this broadcast, and the Tigers look well in control of this football game as they head in the second half up 24-0, and they have played a pretty tough schedule so far. They've defeated Kentwood last week, which was no easy task, and they've defeated Amite. Well, they haven't played Amite. They defeated the Plaquemine Green Devils a few weeks back. So they've had a pretty good tough schedule. They play Amite on October 27th, and that's the game that everybody has marked down as being possibly the game of the year in the area, because whoever wins that game could eventually win the 3A state title. Independence comes in tonight ranked number 1 in the state. Amite number 3. They're both undefeated. It's going to be a great matchup. That's at Amite on the 27th of October.
Well, Jeff, speaking of tough schedules, Sumner themselves have had a tough schedule. 4 games before the district started. You had Independence tonight. You had Parkview Baptist last week. You even had the Newman Greenies the week before that. So really a tough schedule for them as well.
Yeah, these two teams have played a pretty stout competition their first 4 weeks. And Signorelli in second down, drops back, throws, and it's tipped and incomplete.
Signorelli's pass.
Tipped and knocked away by number 8, Adam Chandler. The intended receiver was number 37, Ryan LeBlanc. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
Intended for 37, Ryan LeBlanc.
Good breakup right there with Sumner on defense. Bring up 3rd and 8 for Independence. It's going to be a big play for the Sumner defense right here. Trailing in this ball game 24-0.
As we've said before, Coach Baglio going for his 200th career win as the head coach at Independence tonight. And 200 wins, what a milestone. I mean, this man has transcended all football records and respect around the state. And there's Gerald Williams, and he might go, and he is shoved out of bounds at the 15-yard line, but Gerald Williams reeled off a nice run there.
Good run, but there is a flag on the play. So let's see what it's all about.
Back to
Looks
Coach,
like this one is coming back.
back to Coach Baglio. I mean, to basically sum up his whole career and to cap it off would be a state title, because he gets his 200th win tonight. It'll be well over 200 wins, and then to win a championship would be unbelievable. I mean, this man has a picture-perfect coaching career if you look at it. If you're a high school coach and you say, you start out as a young coach saying what you want to accomplish and what you want to be able to be thought of down the road, Coach Baglio has got that in the eyes of many people. And it's great to watch his teams. They play very hard. And Coach Catalinato as well with the Sumner Cowboys. Two coaches that really run good programs and always put together good matchups to watch. So that was a holding call on the Tigers that voided that Gerald Williams run.
Like I said before, Jeff, Independence is coming up with the penalties at the wrong time.
You wouldn't know it by the score, but they have had a lot of penalties in this game. 3rd and 17, Signorelli fakes, drops back, throws, down the sideline, incomplete to Skameka, and I think he wanted a penalty on that, but he didn't get it.
Incomplete.
Good coverage by the Cowboys.
Coverage on the play.
Charlie Fox with a good coverage on Skameka.
Charlie Fox.
And that brings up 4th down for the Independence.
Looks like Sumner caught a break right there. It looked like Independence had something going. Holding ball brings it back. Independence is forced to punt on 4th and 15.
Deep for the Cowboys, number 5, Kendrick Clay.
Signorelli back to punt. And Clay bringing it out for the Cowboys. He's still on his feet. Met at the 50-yard line and brought down. So Kendrick Clay, a nice return for the Cowboys at midfield. And Sumner again has an opportunity to get some points on this drive. They're at midfield, but they haven't been able to capitalize. And they trail 24-0 with 9:32 remaining 3rd quarter.
And in high school, 9:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Still plenty of time for Sumner to maybe try and creep back into this ball game.
Hand it off to Blades. He's got some room, and he fights his way across to the 42-yard line. So a nice run by the big fullback, Jesse Blades.
Well, that was a good play call right there by the coaches of Sumner. So number 21, Clay in motion. And as he called for the ball, he went up and it was the up back blocking for Blades to gain 8 yards on the carry.
From the 42.
Second and 2 for the Cowboys, 9:02 remaining. Stokes under center. He's got number 21. That's Clay in motion. He goes around the left side. He's got some room.
21.
Brought down.
Danson Clay.
38-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down by number 45, Rodney Jr.
Rodney Jr. on the tackle. That's a first down for the Cowboys. Now they're starting to put together a drive. Can they hold on to the football? That's the question.
Like I said earlier in the ball game, Jeff, in order for Sumner to be successful in this ball game, they're going to have to play ball control, run some time off the clock. But I tell you what, Thomas running low, they're going to have to start getting something going right here, maybe punching the end zone in this series.
Colby Payne has just checked into the game for the Tigers on defense, and we know he can inflict some pain. He's a hard hitter out there on the defensive side of the football. First down and 10 for the Cowboys. They trail 24-0. The ball spotted at the 38-yard line. They hand it around the right side to Smith. He goes and is met at the 32-yard line.
Sean Smith on the carry. Number 99, Lionel Singleton. Number 20, Colby Payne. And number 45, Rodney Jr. on the tackle.
2nd and 6 for the Cowboys. Under 8 remaining, third quarter.
Second down, 6 for the Cowboys.
Blades in the backfield.
The Tiger.
The receiver splits either side. They hand it to Blades. He goes around the left side, and there's 3 flags on the field.
Preliminary call, illegal motion against the Cowboys.
That one is definitely coming back, and once again, Sumner just shooting themselves in the foot. Right when you get something going, it is taking the ball and bringing it back.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in district number 62. He will fight big business, and he wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Vote number 15, Chuck Reed. Tonight's game also brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come see Pete Armada in Independence at Pete's Pharmacy. He will take care of you for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Also, if you have achy muscles, sore back, if you're stressed out, go see Monica Majesty. Call at 386-8507. She's located at Postgame Fitness, volume massage need.
2nd and 11. Stokes under center. He's got Big Blades and Smith in the backfield. They fake. He rolls left. Throws, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
To number 22, that's Bobby James.
Bobby James.
Stokes doing a little 3-step drop, rolling out to his left. He had number 21, Dancing Clay, wide open. He just kind of overshot him there on the far sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Sumner Cowboys with 6:48 left to go in the third quarter. It's Independence 24, Sumner 0. Jeff Stokes brings his troops out to the line, bring up 3rd and 11. You have 2 split ends to each side, 2 slots, both sides as well. 1 back in the backfield. Stokes calls for the ball. He drops back. Intended for number 22, Bobby James, but Stokes just kind of let him a little bit and looked like he was double covered on the play as well. He's going to bring up 4th and 11 for Sumner on their own, on Independence's 37-yard line. Looks like Sumner will attempt to go for it right here on 4th and 11, down 24-0, midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like right now Sumner has no choice but to go for it. They can't really punt the ball. They got to put something on the board right now.
And when you 1-3 and nothing's going good for you, you really have nothing to lose by going for it on this drive right here.
That is true.
Stokes drops back to pass. He's looking for men downfield. It looks like he's going to hurl it long. It's going to be, almost caught by number 5, Kendrick Clay. The ball was batted in the air by Independence Tigers and as well as Kendrick Clay as well, but no one came up with it. Unfortunately, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Independence Tigers.
That was almost a lucky play. It was almost like the play last week in Kentwood whenever that receiver, it went off the defensive back's hands and the receiver caught it. That could have been an outstanding play again.
Would have been an outstanding play indeed for the 2nd week in a row, but unfortunately, Sumner couldn't come up with any points on that drive. It's going to bring out 1st and 10 for the Independence Tigers at their own 37-yard line. You have 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. 2 backs behind Signorelli. He calls for the ball. Sends number 11 in motion. It's going to be a delayed counter to number 31. Gerald Williams. Looks like there's going to be a face mask going to play as well, as he's brought down hard. No gain on the play. But like I said, there is a flag going to play.
Looks like there was a face mask out there on that left side. This could possibly be a 15-yarder.
We'll have to wait and see. I'll tell you what, Jerry Williams did get dragged down pretty hard in that last tackle. And it is a 15-yard personal foul against the Sumner Cowboys.
That's another mistake for Sumner. This is one thing they don't need to try to get back in this ball game.
They need to try and get back in this ball game indeed. I tell you what, really on both sides, this has really been a sloppy ball game. You're looking at about 15 total penalties right now in this ball game. With 6:18 left to go in the third quarter, it's Independence 24, Sumner nothing. Cinderelli looks at 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, 2 men in the backfield. He's going to fake it to the up back. He's going to find number 11 out in the flat, Neely Hubbard.
Number 11, Neely Hubbard.
Looks like he'll have enough for the first down for the Independence Tigers.
By number 2, Earl Sanders.
Just a simple little roll up to his left, finding
For the Tigers.
Hubbard out of the backfield. Nice little flare dump off right there, picking up the first down for Independence.
That's it. Independence moving the chains, getting some time off the clock, trying to go ahead and get this last win for Coach Baggs, his 200th win, and put this in the record books.
Tell you what, Francis, when they give Signorelli a time on that to throw the ball, he can really throw it on a rope. Bring up first attempt for Independence. Looks like Signorelli's going to figure to his up back again. He's going deep for number 21. It's just a hand was thrown on that play. Signorelli had his man, number 21, Landry Richardson, had a couple steps on the guy for some of number 14, Charlie Fox covering. Once again, Signorelli had all day to throw that ball. Brett Luckett being joined by Jeff Horchak and Francis Scott. We're coming live from Independence, Louisiana, with Independence up 24-0 with 5:37 to go in the third quarter.
Charlie Fox.
Brett, what a ball game. Independence dominating this game, and right now they look like they're ready to jump into the 30-point bracket. As Signorelli takes her on the left side, he's dropped by the Cowboy defense. Number 8 was in on that tackle. Adam Chandler, the 152-pound sophomore linebacker.
By number 8, Adam Chandler.
The ball's still at the 37-yard line. Independence, again, has made some penalties tonight, but they haven't turned the ball over. That's the key. They haven't had any turnovers tonight, and that's been critical. Two turnovers in the game, both committed by Sumner. They've had some penalties. Both teams are pretty close in penalties, but the turnovers have changed the tide of this game, and Signorelli in the offense has the ball at the 35-yard line. That's number 31, Gerald Williams, in the backfield, and Richardson catches the handoff around the right side.
Richardson.
Takes it down to the 30-yard line.
Looks like they're trying to in reverse again. I tell you what, Jeff, that play's been successful all night. I don't believe Sumner's been able to stop that play yet. Because every time Richardson gets the ball around the right or left-hand side, he's picking up 3 yards every play.
And Landry Richardson's has got a lot of carries tonight. He's really seen a lot of action. He's a young man who has a lot of speed when they use him outside, kind of playing the position that Jarvis Dunn was playing. When they kicked him outside to the right and left, he was running those plays, and maybe he's filling in for Jarvis. We haven't heard a report on Jarvis at all. We know he's still in the locker room, but we haven't heard a report. Here we go. Signorelli drops to his left, throws, and that's Hubbard in the flat for about the 3rd or 4th time tonight. Neely Hubbard has caught the ball in the flat for positive yards, so they're using Neely Hubbard in the receiving game a little bit, and he's doing a good job tonight.
Brought down by number 50.
Well, Independence was short of the first down, so it's going to turn the ball back over to Sumner. And really a good defensive stand for the Sumner Cowboys. Give them credit right there. It looked like Independence was driving, but Sumner cut their drive short. Now they're getting the ball back with 3:54 left to go in the third quarter.
So the Cowboys have the football back. Jeff Stokes and his offensive team trying to find some light at the end of the tunnel and find the end zone, trying to find some points. They've had a tough time running the offense tonight. It's 1st and 10. Stokes hands it, fakes to Blades, now rolls left, throws, and there's number 3, Sean Smith. He's down the sideline, big yards, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So big play there. Sean Smith in the flat, and he's got exceptional speed as he races down the sideline to pick up a first down for the Cowboys.
That's just a quick little dump off right there to Smith. Smith took it about 30 yards downfield. Independence had no one covering him, so he had all kinds of room to run, taking up the first down for Sumner, keeping this drive alive.
Yeah. 1st and 10 Cowboys.
First down, Sumner. Ball at the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys down 24-0. Gets set. Stokes under center. 3 men in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far near side. They go to Blades. He's got some room. Up the field, down to the 25-yard line. Another big run by Jesse Blades.
Good run right there by number 44, Jesse Blades, finding a hole up the middle.
Gain of 11.
Looks like Independence could be slacking a little bit on this defensive series right here.
Ball spotted at the Tiger, 26.
It's tough to pitch a shutout, but if anybody could do it, I think it would be the Independence defense. Ball's right at the 25-yard line. Stokes under center, 3 men in the backfield, and 2 receivers to the near side. They go to Clay. Spins around the left side.
21. Dancing
Picks up a few yards for the play, and now Sumner finding some success in the offensive game.
Gain of 4.
4 yards on the gain, so a little run there by Clay brings up 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys. 3 men in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Stokes under center.
Flag on the play.
Flags on the play.
Looks like they may have taken too much time right here.
And a beautiful night for high school football. Nice, chilly weather.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in District House 62.
Offside.
He will fight big business tax exemption and wants more money for law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, and public servants. That's vote for number 15, Chuck Reed. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Go by and see Pete and Peter Jr. Armato at Pete's Pharmacy. They'll take care of you for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Cowboys have it at the 15-yard line, 2nd and 1. They go to Blades, and he is dropped in the backfield for no loss. Actually, they lose some yards in that play. Great job by the Tiger defense.
By number 20.
Colby Payne in that play, and boy, has he been an active defender this year.
Donald Conley.
I'll tell you what, that guy can definitely inflict some pain on somebody, Jeff. That guy only goes 5'9", 175 pounds.
Loss of 1.
They lost 1 on that play, so that brings up 3rd and 3 for the Cowboy offense. 2 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter, 24-0 your score. Independence with the advantage.
Good job, Jeff. You finally got it right. Looks like you finally paid attention to this ball game.
Stokes with 3 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to the far side. That's James. Now Stokes takes it, pitches it out the last second to Clay. He didn't get much, and I don't think he got the first down.
He's brought down short of the first.
Well, the Independence defense right there doing a good job pursuing right there on the out right there.
It'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Cowboys.
There's the 2 mascots, the Tiger and the Cowboy, dueling it out down on the side. Look at the Cowboy trying to sneak up on the Tiger. This is not funny. We're back to game action. 4th and 1. Stokes has it. He takes it up the middle on the quarterback sneak. And the Tiger defense says nada, nothing.
Stokes, keep.
It's going to be close. You'll have to wait and see. It looks like there could be a measurement
First
on
down,
it.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Jeff, they had enough.
And there's the mascots fighting it out. Look at the Cowboy and the Tiger duking it out. Who will win this battle, Brett? Who will win this battle?
Jeff, I like the Cowboy just because of the pants he's wearing.
Does he have a gun on him? If he has a gun on him, he's definitely going to win. The Tiger, I don't think, but he has claws. That's it. We've got a great battle on the sideline between the 2 mascots. Under a minute remaining, 3rd quarter. And the clock ticks down, and Cowboys got the first down. Stokes rolling right. Throws it up in desperation, incomplete for the intended receiver, number 22, Bobby James. 2nd down and 10.
Intended for 22, Bobby James. Coverage on the play by number 1.
So trying to go downfield, trying to get something going right here with 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Had 3 receivers downfield, but they were all covered. He did a sensible thing by throwing it away, keeping the drive alive for the Sumner Cowboys.
2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys from the Tiger 15-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Sumner. The ball is right at the 15-yard line. Jeff Stokes, the quarterback for Sumner, has receivers to the right and left, and he has Clay in motion. They hand it fake to Blades. He rolls back, throws in the back of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown in the back of the end zone by number 5, Kendrick Clay. What an acrobatic catch.
What an outstanding play by Clay to go up and grab that ball out of the air right now. Take it away from the Independence defender. Finally putting 6 on the board for Sumner.
It was hard to tell if he got in. It looked like he might have been out of bounds, but he got that foot down in the back half of the end zone. Dust was flying up, and that's a touchdown.
Well, Jeff, all you need in high school football is to have 1 foot in bounds, and that's good enough for the touchdown.
That's a 15-yard pass play, 15-yard pass play from Jeff Stokes to Kendrick Clay, and the Cowboys get on the board for the first time tonight.
Looks like someone could be going for 2 right here.
They're getting ready for the 2-point conversion.
Go for 2.
Stokes fakes the pitch, now takes it himself, rolls into the end zone with a touchdown. Impressive. Jeff Stokes takes it in around the right side. They nail the 2-point conversion, and with 28.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter, your score, Independence 24, Sumner 8.
Well, by going for 2 right there, Jeff, Sumner's now only down 2 touchdowns right now, but they're going to have to get the 2-point conversion on the next 2 touchdowns if they score them.
Yeah, that was a good call there, and they picked it up 24-8. Your score, and the Cowboys get a little light as they score their first touchdown of the night, and they needed that bad for their offense because their offense had just not been able to put anything together, and right there, a nice drive capped off by the touchdown of the 2-point conversion.
Finally get something going late in the third quarter right here. Finally something positive for Sumner to cheer about. And you see the fans as well getting into this ball game.
Still over a quarter remaining, and plenty of time for Sumner to get back in the game if they make the right decisions in this final period of play. Neely Hubbard and Richardson along with Williams back to receive for the Tigers. That was number 18. Brandon Miller kicking off for Sumner, and the ball's brought out by Hubbard.
Willie Hubbard on the return.
Still on his feet, down the sideline, cuts back, breaking tackles, and he's down to about the 46-yard line. So Neely Hubbard would not be denied, and a terrific return for the Tigers. 15 seconds left in the third period.
Jeff, when you have a big guy like Neely Hubbard, you have to tackle him low. Looked like Sumner's trying to tackle him high, and he eluded 4 tacklers on that play. Sumner needs to learn, if you're going to tackle a big guy, you need to hit him low.
First and 10, Signorelli has it. They go to Williams. He spins his way down the field and drags everyone down to the 47-yard line. Another nice run by Gerald Williams. And Gerald Williams, as we said before, is a great back, very tough runner. He goes at about 175 pounds, 5'10", but he runs real hard, and right there he showed you his ability to run between the tackles.
One thing Independence is loaded at is running back.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Independence 24, Sumner 8. We'll run through our sponsors for tonight's game. Bill Hood Ford brings you the game of the week. If you need a new car, truck, or utility vehicle, stop by Bill Hood Ford in Hammond. Also, Brenda Bro. Brenda Bro is running for State Rep District 62. New leadership for a better Louisiana. Vote number 12, Brenda Bro. Also, Freddie Baglio, number 31. Please vote for Freddie Baglio. A vote for me is a vote for the people. He's running for Independence Board of Aldermen. Number 33 on October 7th. Cast your vote, Freddie Baglio. Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing. For all of your car care needs, stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Order Joe Petito and his staff. Terrence Terrell and Roy Vincent will hook you up with the best service around. Call them on the phone at 748-8532. There goes Signorelli up the field, and he's down at the 37-yard line. Coming soon, Petito makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. And Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape and you want to stop by a family atmosphere to work out, go to Ponchatoula Fitness Center. You can call them on the phone at 386-8507 or stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51 down from North Oaks Hospital and across from the old Cape Tangi, and also Robondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want a house, a new house, or you want to add on to your house and you have some financial constraints, hey, feel free to call Robondo Builders. Robondo Builders, they can work it out for you at 375-2077 today. And there go the Tigers up the field. Gerald Williams running hard, takes it down to the 25-yard line.
Fourth down. by number 36, Timmy Marcus.
Good run right there, but number 31, Judd Williams, around the right-hand side, had some good blocking up front. Picking up the first down for Independence with 11:25 to go in this ball game.
Red Pest Control Company for over 50 years. Red Pest Control has been exterminating South Louisiana. If you need assistance and you have a lot of bugs at your house, call them at 345-6680. Red Pest Control, they're good for what's bugging you. And also Chuck's Field of Dreams sports cars in the Times Square Shopping Center behind Papa John's and across from the DMV. I tell you what, Chuck's got everything you want. Pokemon cards, NASCAR cards, any type of sports card you want. Baseball, football, basketball, rookies. He's got tons of LSU memorabilia, bowl programs, LSU rookie cards and media guides. They've got autographed Todd Walker jersey, former LSU Tiger. They've got autographed football jerseys of Kenny Nixon. He's also has a Ben McDonald, I believe, autographed jersey. A lot of interesting sports memorabilia at Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center. You can call them on the phone at 543-0200. That's Chuck's Field of Dreams. 543-0200.
On the last play, Jared Williams went around the right-hand side, picking up 8 yards for Independence, bringing up 2nd and 2.
And there goes Williams again, the workhorse. Around the right side, down about 4 yards on the carry. And this is the point, Brett, where Independence just milks the clock, long drives, power football. And that's how they play in the second half.
Well, when you average 275 going across your offensive line, you will definitely wear out an opposing defense on the other side of the ball.
First and 10
for the Tigers.
11-yard line.
This game also brought to you by Monica Majesty. If you're in need of a massage, if you're feeling bad, if you have aches and pains, if you're just feeling stressed, you need some relief, call Monica Majesty at 386-8507 and book your massage appointment today.
First and 10 for the Tiger offense. Williams around the left side this time. He's met by Cowboy defenders and brought down by number 8 of Sumner, Adam Chandler.
Pickup of 1.
Good pursuit right there by Adam Chandler for Sumner. Bringing down Jared Williams right there, because Jared Williams has been running his buns off tonight ever since Jarvis Dunn got hurt early in the ball game. I'll tell you what, Jared Williams, he looks like a really good running back for Independence.
He's talented, along with Neely Hubbard. They have 3 really capable backs that they can shuffle in and out, and that really helps them rest their players. So not one guy doesn't have to take the whole load. They can shuffle them in and out and keep them all rested up. 2nd and 9. Signorelli under center. He's got a man in the backfield. Who else? Number 31, Mr. Williams. Fights his way forward. Doesn't get a whole lot on that run.
Gain of about 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Tiger offense. Here in the 4th quarter, 8:50 counting, 24-8 is your score, and this has been a very quick game. We're under an hour and a half of play, and this game has flown by. It'll be under about 2-hour game when it's all said and done.
Signorelli's on the center. He calls for the ball. Looks like he's going to throw a quick pass. It's intercepted by Sumner. Number 4, Neil Callahan for Sumner picking it off. Looks like he's going to reverse field. He's cutting upfield. Good block right there with Sumner. Bringing number 4 free down the right sideline. Number 4 is going to be out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. Justin Signorelli trying to sneak it in there, but number 4, Neil Callahan, good alertness on the play, picking it off right there for some of the Cowboys, bringing it up to their own 42-yard line.
Man, what an interception there. And you talk about some heart to take it out of the end zone and go the distance. He only had a couple men to beat. He'd have gone the distance. And, man, the tide has turned in this football game. Cowboys down 24-8, but a big pick there. Plenty of time remaining.
Right when you thought Independence was putting it in the basket, Sumner picked it off. They're only down 24-8. Plenty of time for them to get back in this ball game.
They were about ready to put it in the hamper. They just took it right out of the hamper and said, hey, that shirt is not dirty. We're still alive. Here we go. 1st down and 10. The Cowboys have it. Stokes under center. He goes to Mr. Clay, and he gets popped in the backfield by a couple Tiger defenders.
Gain of about 1.
That was Neil Callahan with the interception for
Tackled by a host of Tigers.
Sumner. And wow, I mean, the Cowboys are really playing hard in this second half. This is where teams have been beat by Independence in the second half. They have not been able to sustain runs, but right now Sumner is stepping up in the second half.
Jeff, as you know, up to this point, Independence was playing a flawless ball game. They had no turnovers. They finally had their first turnover late in this ball game.
go up the middle. That's Clay again for a positive gain on the carry.
He was brought down by number 99, Lionel Singleton. Gain of 7. Will bring up 3rd and 3.
Hey, what, Judge? It's going to be a big play for Sumner right here on 3rd and 5. They need to definitely get a first down right here.
And the Independence band and cheerleaders kicking into high gear with a little rump shaker music there with the crowd. It's 3rd and 3. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Stokes under center, 3 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to the far side. They hand it to fake the Blades, and Stokes takes it. Fights his way to the 45-yard line. That should be enough for a first down for Sumner.
Gain of 7.
Stokes did the smart thing right here. Independence pursued on that play. They had the pitch guy covered, so all Stokes could do is tuck it away and pick up the first down for Sumner.
First down, Cowboys on the carry from quarterback Jeff Reese Stokes.
1st and 10, Cowboys from the Tiger 46.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receiver to the near side. They go to Smith. He slices through the Tiger defense and up to the 40-yard line he goes.
From the carry. Gain of about 5. Brought down by number 99, Lionel Singleton. Second down and a long 4 for the Cowboys.
2nd and 4 for the Cowboys. Ball's right at the 40-yard line. Stokes has Blades and Clay in the backfield. They go to Clay. He goes around the left side. He's brought down by Colby Payne at the 38 to 40-yard line.
Colby Payne has been all over this field tonight making tackles for Independence. But I tell you what, John, like we said early in this ball game, I think Independence defense gets overlooked week in and week out because they are very good on that defensive side of the ball. Like I said, last week they caused four turnovers last week against Kentwood. And already in this ball game, they created 3 turnovers as well against Sumner tonight.
I want to get up and dance right now. The band is really getting me into it. 4th quarter, 5 minutes remaining. Stokes has the ball at the 40-yard line. His team down 24 to 8. He's got 3 men in the backfield. He fakes the Blades. Steps up, throws down the sideline. Caught by Clay. That reception is good. Number 21, Denson Clay at the 30-yard line. First down, Cowboys.
Outstanding catch by Denson Clay, keeping that drive alive for Sumner. Stokes putting it where only he could catch it. Denson Clay going up and grabbing it out of midair, picking up the first down for Sumner.
The boys are back in town. That's the Sumner Cowboys. They're on a drive.
Hey, Jeff, being that you lived in West Virginia through some of your high school years, I bet you didn't have any bands like this in the high schools up in West Virginia.
No, these bands down here are unbelievable. They just get you. You can't sit in your chair and stay still when these bands in Louisiana start rocking. Stokes throws, and it's caught. Smith has the open field. He's down the sideline, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Sean Smith. But a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. Hold the phone.
Preliminary calls against Independence.
That's a touchdown.
That was a personal foul, roughing the pass, but as you know, Sumner will decline that. Tack on 6 more for the Sumner Cowboys.
30-yard touchdown pass from Jeff Stokes to Sean Smith. And, Brett, we've got a ball game, 24 to 14, 4:28 remaining.
Just when you thought Sumner was out of this ball game, look out. They're coming right back at you.
As we said, the boys are back in town, 24 to 14. Are they going to go for 2? It looks as if they will. We've got a lot of time remaining in this game, and the Independence defense has given up 2 quick scores to Sumner. Actually, the turnover is why Independence was able, or Sumner was able to score on this drive. They picked the pass off of Neil Callahan, and now they've been able to go down the field, score on the pass to Sean Smith, and they're deciding whether they'll go, what play they'll run on the 2-point conversion.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, Sumner's a team that just will not go away quietly.
You know, Coach Catalano was not going to step down and just give Coach Baglio his 200th win. He was going to make him work for it, and he's doing that right now in the second half. They'll go for 2. Stokes under center. He's got Blades in the backfield. Drops back, looks, and it's incomplete
Incomplete.
to the intended receiver, number 5,
Coverage on the
Kendrick
play.
Clay.
By number
So the
44,
score stands at
Chris
24-14, 20-point game.
Tigers 24.
10-point game, excuse me, 10-point
14.
game with 4:28 remaining. .428 remaining in the fourth quarter. 24-14 is your score. A 10-point game, 2 scores, and Sumner is right back in this game. And folks, this has been a game that was dominated by Independence in the first half. It was 24-0 at halftime, but Sumner has come back on 2 impressive drives. They got a turnover and just scored this last touchdown off the turnover and are right back in this game. Brings up 1st and 10, and the Cowboys will punt. A little kickoff to the Tigers. Sumner just scored their touchdown on a 30-yard pass from Jeff Stokes to Sean Smith. And their first touchdown was a 15-yard pass from Jeff Stokes to Kendrick Clay. They've scored both their touchdowns on the in the air, and that's an onside kick. Onside kick. The Cowboys give it back to Independence. They get the ball right at midfield, the 50-yard line. Crucial point in the game, 4:24 remaining. And this game is not over till it's over.
Well, I tell you what, Jeff, Sumner's only down two possessions, right? It's only a 10-point ball game, 4:24. As you know, in high school, plenty of time left.
No doubt about it. First down for the Tigers at the 50-yard line. They've got Brister to the right side, Landry to the left side, Williams in the backfield. They pitch it to Williams. Has a little hole, fights his way across to the 44-yard line. About a 6-yard gain on the carry by Williams.
Gain of 7. He was brought down by number 2, Dale Sanders, and number 50, Justin Roberts. Gonna bring up 2nd and 3 for the Tigers.
2nd and 3 for the Tigers, and a crucial point in the game. They lead by 10. But there's 4 minutes remaining. They've given up 2 quick scores, and they'd like to pad their lead right here and make sure that they don't allow the Cowboys to make a football game of this.
One thing Independence can't do right now is turn the ball over again.
2nd and 3. Signorelli under center. He's got Williams in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. And Williams is dropped in the backfield by number 36 of Sumner. That is Timmy Marcus with the
by number 36.
Tackle in the backfield for the loss.
Timeout, Cowboys.
Timeout called on the field by Sumner. So with 3:28 remaining in the fourth quarter, your score is Independence 24, Sumner 14. It's been a pretty good game so far. The Cowboys have made a late drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Our Lady of Pompeii is having a Halloween dance.
I'd like to run through our sponsors for tonight's game. Red Pest Control. For over 50 years, Red Pest Control Company has been exterminating South Louisiana. If you need their assistance and you have bugs in your house, call them at 345-6680. That's Red Pest Control. They're good for what's bugging you. Chuck's Field of Dreams in sports cars in Times Square behind Papa John's across from the Department of Motor Vehicles. Full line of sports cars, a large selection of wax packs, all sports card supplies, price guides, and starting lineups. Best prices on Pokemon and Hammond. You can call them at 543-0200. Chuck has a lot of LSU cards, media guides, and bowl programs. So go ahead and check out Chuck's Field of Dreams in the Times Square Shopping Center. You can call them on the phone again at 543-0200. Also, Ponchatoula Fitness Center. We'd like to thank them for sponsoring the game. If you need a family atmosphere to work out in, call Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 386-8507 or stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a house and you have some financial constraints, call Rabondo Builders today at 375-2077. 3rd and 6. Signorelli under center. Landry in motion. They hand it. He goes around the left side. Has a little hole, and he's only down to about the 44-yard line before he's shoved back by the aggressive Cowboy defense led by number 4, Neil Callahan.
Well, that play has worked all night up until now. Sumner doing an excellent job pursuing to the ball right there. Looks like he picked up no yards, bringing a 4th down for Independence. Let's see what they do right here with 3:06 left to go in this ball game.
Brings up 4th down. We'll take a quick break and return with more action. You got us on FPTV Channel 17. Fourth quarter action, 3:18 remaining from Independence. The Tigers lead 24-14.
Signorelli in the punt.
And the Tigers will punt. Dustin Signorelli back to punt it off, and the Cowboys are still alive. The boys are back in town, only down by 10. Sumner defense trying to set up to block this. They don't get to him. Good punt by Signorelli, and that's number 5, Kendrick Clay, back to return it. It goes out of bounds.
Punt. Rolls out of bounds.
Rolls out at about the 8-yard line, so a good punt there by Dustin Signorelli. Pins the Cowboys back to the 13-yard line. They're down by 10 with 3:08 remaining. They're still alive.
From their own 12-yard line.
Jeff Stokes needing to get something going right here for Sumner with 3:08, like you said, left to go in this ball game. Only down 10 points. As you know, on the first downs, on each first down, the clock does stop. So they will have time for Sumner to set up and call the next play right off the line. This series right here is going to see what Independence's defense is made of.
1st and 10, Stokes under center. He's got Blades in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. He drops and throws to number 40. That's his big tight end over the middle, Cedric Brumfield. And I noticed in that Laranger game when Sumner took on the Cowboys at home, or took on the Wolves at home, that Cedric Brumfield really comes into play in their offense in the 4th quarter. He made some critical catches in that 4th quarter loss to Laranger. Brings up 1st down. That was a 1st down. Stokes in the shotgun. 2 men. He hands it to Smith. He fights his way. He's in the open field. Jumps over a defender. Still on his feet. And he's down at the 37-yard line. Acrobatic run there by number 3, Sean Smith.
Brought down by 20, Colby Payne at 45.
Starting to pick up the 1st down again. Stop the clock once again, giving his offensive line time to sit up and call the next play.
Another 1st down. Stokes back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. He drops back, feels a little pressure, gets rid of it quick. There's Blades who catches it in the flat. He's got a lot of room, and he rambles his way down the field, but number 99 on the tackle, Lionel Singleton, just leveled him. And the Tigers down on the field.
I got to admit, Jed, that was a great play call right there by Sumner. Calling for the halfback screen right there. Having 2 blockers out in front of Jesse Blades, spraying him free downfield, picking up the 1st down for Sumner. Looks like we have a shaken Tiger on the play.
For an injury.
Looks like it's number 23, Donald Conley, shaking up Independence. Looks like the Independence cheerleaders are trying to get this crowd into the ball game right here. With 2:30 left to go in this ball game, it's 24-14, Independence up. While we have a break in the action, I want to remind viewers out there, right now there's a little girl in Ponchatoula. Her name is Mandy Hoyt. She's 4 years old, and if anyone's read the paper lately, everyone knows she has a rare brain tumor, and it needs to be removed immediately, and the only way she can get that done is she's flown to Melbourne, Australia, and as everyone knows, the family's having financial restraints right now, and they need help. So let's all dig into our pockets and try and help these people out. You can make donations at Hancock Bank in Hammond at 543-3700. And also, Kiwanis in Ponchatoula will be holding a pancake breakfast benefit for Mandy Hoyt. All the proceeds will go to help the family, try to get her to Australia and get the surgery done. It's $5. Tickets are available for this. It's all you can eat. It's October 29th from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can call 370-5169 for more information.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for a state representative in House District 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. That's vote for number 15, Chuck Reed.
I tell you what, teachers definitely need more money, too. 1st and 10, Sumner. Stokes in the shotgun. There's 2 running backs each side of him. He's got 2 split out to the right, 1 to the left. Stokes drops back. He's looking long downfield. He has a man. It's going to be almost intercepted by number 45, Rodney Jr. Independence went right through his hands. If that would have been picked off, this game would have definitely been over, but Sumner will breathe new life. Bring up 2nd and 10 for Sumner at Independence 46-yard line. This game also brought to you by Monica Majesty. She does great massage. If you need a good massage, if your back is hurting, you have muscle spasms, or if you're just stressed out, need to relax, call Monica Majesty, 386-8507. Stokes is in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 for Sumner. That's 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left, 2 backs in the backfield. Stokes toss the ball. Looks like it's going to be a halfback screen, but Colby Payne is all over that play. They tried the halfback screen with Colby Payne. Number 20 was all over that for the Independence Tigers. Good read right there by Colby Payne. Setting up 3rd and 15 for Sumner with 1:58 remaining in this ball game. Sumner, without a doubt, definitely needs to pick up the 1st down right here. Stokes in a shotgun. Call for the ball. Ball back. He's going to take a 3-step drop. The ball is complete to number 21, Jensen Clay. But still well short of the 1st down. Stopping the clock with 1:42 left to go in this ball game.
It's complete.
Yeah, Sumner right now with this drive, they need 2 scores right now to win. Just 1 score is not going to do it. They need a score. They need the 2-point conversion, and they're going to need a field goal to come back and get Independence.
Well, they're definitely going to get this 4th down conversion right here. 4th and 5 for the Sumner Cowboys. Stokes drops back. Looks like he's going for a man on a post pattern, but he overshoots him. Number 21, Dancy Clay, was double covered, but he had separation right there, but Jeff Stokes slightly overthrowing that ball. It's going to turn it back over to the Independence Tigers.
I tell you, Independence is really lucking up this this second half. You know, just a couple of mistakes, and Sumner could be, you know, tied up or even winning right now. If Sumner wouldn't have had those turnovers in the first half, it could have been a closer ball game.
Yes, indeed. It looks like it's going to be a little too late with 1:38 to go in this ball game. Independence up 24-14. Signorelli's on the center. He has a split to his right, split to his left, 1 guy in the backfield. Looks like that is number 31, Jared Williams. He's going to be met by 3 defenders on the Sumner side. Looks like there's going to be no gain on the play, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And Sumner is going to call, looks like it's Sumner calling the timeout. Yes, it's Sumner calling the timeout with 1:25 to go. It's Independence 24, Sumner 14.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Go by and see Pete and Peter Jr. Armada at Pete's Pharmacy. They'll take care of all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy in Railroad Avenue in Independence.
As everyone knows, when 1:25 ticks off the clock, Coach Charles Baglio will have his 200th career win for this Independence Tigers.
This win, it was he had to work for this one, you know. Sumner coming back in the second half, you know, it made it kind of scary there for the Tigers.
Tell you what, as everyone knows, Sumner is still a very young ball club. It just seems like at times it just makes them costly mistakes, and it costs their ball club from keeping drives alive.
34, Amy 14.
Signorelli's on the center. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Independence Tigers. He's going to hand it up to the up-back, Neely Hubbard. He's going to gain about 10 yards on the carry, bringing it up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they just came over the loudspeaker. Seems like Amy is down right now, 34-14. So it doesn't look like Amy's going to be undefeated going into next week.
Looks like they won't be. It looks like Coach Charles Baglio is definitely going to pick up his 200th win right here with only 47 seconds remaining in this ball game. Signorelli goes on his center. He's got a man to his left, man to his right. All he's going to do is a quarterback sneak on a play. And he's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards, picking up the 1st down. But that looks like It's going to be close to the final play in the ball game.
First down for the Tigers.
Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have Coach Baglio, and we'll talk to him about his 200th career win. What a man, and he's had a great influence on the community, and we'll talk with him after the game, give you an idea of what he thinks about this game and his whole career here so far at Independence High School. That's the final 30 seconds, and it looks like it will be a final 24-14, Independence over the Sumner Cowboys. We want to thank our sponsors, Bill Hood Ford, Ponchatoula Fitness Center, Rabondo Builders, Breezy Quick Lube, Red Pest Control Company, Chuck's Field of Dreams Sports Cards, Freddie Baglio, and Brenda Bro, along with Bill Hood Ford, for sponsoring this Game of the Week here on FPTV 17. We'll be back with a post-game show. You got us on Florida Affairs Television, Channel 17.
That's the 200th win for Coach Charles Baglio.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Coach Baglio, congratulations. 24-14 over Sumner. They made a run there in the second half, and your team pulled it out. Congratulations on your 200th career win. Give us an idea of what it's been like to be here at Independence, and maybe some of the things that people you'd like to thank over these years you've been here.
Well, you know, there's too many of them to thank here. I can tell you that. The kids are the most important thing, and all the kids throughout the years that I've coached, and I enjoy seeing them come to the games and coming up to you after the game, congratulate you. And that's the most rewarding thing that you can have as a coach. And this was a dream for me to come back here and coach, because I was from here and I played here. And, you know, when your dreams come true, it's a special feeling.
Your season's not over yet. You're now getting ready, souped up for the end of the season and for the playoffs. Do you have any other things you'd like to accomplish other than just a state championship with this team?
No, I just would like for them to keep getting better all the time. If they just do that, then we got a chance to be pretty good, you know. But if the season is not near about over right now, because, you know, we start district. We break our season up into two divisions, pre-district and then district, and we start that next Thursday night here at home for homecoming.
If there's one thing you can tell the young coaches that are coming up in the coaching ranks, what would that be to tell them to help them be successful as a head coach? Because you've had a lot of experience and a lot of success.
Get a good wife that doesn't mind you being away from home, and work hard, because it's a lot of work involved in it. And when you got to go 7 days a week, and it's a tough life, but it's the most rewarding life or profession you can have.
Coach Baglio, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Well, Brett, tonight the Cowboys made a run, but they couldn't pull it out. 24-14 Independence over Sumner. Give us a recap on this game.
Well, Jeff, Sumner in the first half just made too many mistakes. They had too many turnovers in the first half. I believe they had 3. And just the costly penalties as well cost Sumner this ball game.
Coach Baglio has done a lot of things in his years. Tonight, you see his teams, they seem to make plays when they have to make plays, and this team is very impressive on both sides of the ball.
Oh, absolutely, Jeff. One thing no one ever talks about is Independence's defense. They average around 270, 280 as well on the defensive side, and they got great speed as well. People like Kobe Payne all over the place, line up Singleton as well. And this team, they're great all around.
That's going to be it from Independence. Final score 24-14, Independence over Sumner. For Brett Luckett, I'm Jeff Horchak and Francis Scott. God bless. We'll see you next week for more high school football.